Hey, what's going on? I have a quick tip on how to take stubborn paint off. I was starting to grind it down with a wire wheel, but goddamn, it was taking forever. So here's a quick way to do it. You take a butane torch, you heat up. Well, you're gonna need a nice ventilated area. But you take a butane torch, you heat up the paint. And make sure this is on metal. This ain't gonna work for plastic or any kind of fiberglass. It ain't gonna work for that shit. It's only good for metal. But it works pretty good. You need patience for it. And then once it all comes off, like you'll see it turning black. See the area turning black there. Alright. Now once it turns nice and dark, while it's hot, you gotta make sure it's hot. You go ahead and you scrape it off, wiggling. You wiggle it. And it comes off easy. Now, without heating it up, you can't do it. You can't fucking do it. There's no way to do it unless you're gonna grind it down, and that it just takes forever. You have a ton of dust, and see, just heating it up a little bit of butane torch. You're not going crazy. You're not trying to get it red. You're not trying to get the steel hot red or anything like that. You just want to get that. You want to get that paint to get black and bubble up a little bit. Just heating up that paint, trying to get it loose. It's best doing it while it's still warm or hot, because if you let it cool, once again, it's gonna be hard to get off. You got to do it while it's hot. It doesn't take much time. And once again, this is only for metal applications. You don't want to do it for anything with thin metal unless you're going to use, it is really light heat, but you don't want to warp anything either. So like a car fender or anything like that, you don't want to use that shit on that because you'll warp it. But it's good. This is 1/8 steel. So it's not that big of a deal on this. So you get it nice and dark, working it back and forth. I did try to do it with the sanding wheel, the whole thing, but it was taking me a long time and a lot of dust. Way too much dust. I don't want to inhale that shit, so I have a fan going off over there, and the fan's just keeping a little bit of the fumes. There's fumes coming off this paint a little bit. Not too bad. You don't see it smoking. You can tell I'm just doing it till it turns black. Doesn't smoke all that much. I'm not trying to create a fire or anything like that. Just trying to get that paint warm and off the base metal. And also, I don't want to be grinding on this thing because I want to paint this thing real nice and give it a nice face. And if you grind on it, you're going to have all the grind marks on it and everything else. You can use it, like I said, I was using a wheel with a brush on it, but it was taking me way too freaking long. That's better than a grinding wheel. You can use grinding wheel, but you're going to create a lot of damage on the surface material. Comes off just like that. Just like that. All this, like the rest of the surface that you have here, I'm gonna hit up with the sanding wheel. It's gonna create a little dust, but not as much as trying to work this off, which is like coats on top of coats of paint. And it's just some thick fucking shit. So there you go. And that's it.